Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2v2 Showdown!
Look at those miners, man is as well legend, out-tanking man here. Does the rockets, your flag is on the way, slapping that one factory out of the way, but on the back of that, legend getting his... That's good tech. Miyako try to push it, but pulls back up.
All right.
Alright, let's go. Third game of the series. If Qien loads in. There you go. So we got Team Miyako in Marsh and Lud0wig against Turbo and Qien Team OctoZkiD. It's gonna be hard to predict. I think these guys are. I would think they're evenly matched up. What do you think, Ed?
Yeah, I want to say that they're pretty evenly matched. That's why when I rated them, or when I was thinking about the rating, I was like, fuck, like, I don't know who would win this match. This is why I gave it such a good rating, because I feel like they're going to be, it's going to be close, I think. Yeah. A nice one. By the way, I just saw your intro video. God damn, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, I think this kid did an amazing job here. It's, at this time when I was approaching this, I just told him, oh, I have this idea in mind. Let's just go with the idea I have, and it turned out fucking amazing.
Yeah,
really love it.
Nice.
And the teams here are gonna be left as right, so pretty straightforward here. Viewers are not gonna have a bad time or a hard time trying to follow a left versus right game, even though some of them still do. It's okay, you get used to it. But yeah, I think this double so from Turbo and Qien. Maybe we might see the same thing in Bob versus Jordan, like one team going as a double S and the other team going A and S. But we'll see how Marsh's ally compares to Gino. I think that AVA matchup will be an interesting one, actually. Marsh against Gino, both RA2, both allied. And oh, nice drone.
Yeah, the drone does go in, and it would be a pretty good matchup. I've seen it a couple times. Others have as well. It's always pretty fun to see a bunch of fucking IFVs running everywhere.
Yeah.
It really is exciting. God, it's madman style sometimes too.
Yeah.
Little early pressure here from Qien. He's gonna start targeting these miners down. Not a lot that one single Grizzly can do at the moment. I like the early pressure from the right side. Also Turbo on the bottom pressuring already.
Yeah, this is in typical Soviet gameplay. You want to pressure up early on against the ally player. Look at this.
Yeah, it looks like we might see a little double team here. If Turbo pays attention, he can continue pushing here.
Snipe that damage miner.
Yeah. Oh, he could have probably taken that damage miner, huh? He plays it safe, takes his rhinos back home, it looks like. Gonna regroup.
Yeah, and look at this build from Turbo. And we rarely see people build down on that ref spot. But he does it perfectly here. Qien still
really nice
a little bit more, build up that cliff. Got an AFC out, just 5 miners each here. To the left is right, of course you're gonna see miners. But this early game pressure is what we love to see here. No camping bullshit, straight up the bat.
Yeah, and you know what though? We're at the part of the game here where I feel like Allied's kind of already, they can basically breathe now, right? Like at the beginning of the game, Allieds are like tense, like oh my god, they're gonna rush me, oh my god, you know? And this is the part of the game where you're just like, all right, you know, now I can run around with my Rocketeers, now I can help out, now I can do this stuff. He's stabilized, you know, he's good. And this is the scary part for Allieds.
Yeah.
When facing against allies.
Ooh, Marsh. Maybe just a little bit too ambitious there. Taking that fight against Qien, but thankfully the Rocketeers coming to save the day. That's gonna push Qien back a little bit. Marsh and Lud0wig and Turbo still just holding off against each other.
Yeah, a little standoff on the bottom. Marsh though, he's pretty good at committing to these rhinos. Following up against the flags there. Give his Rocky some room.
Nice.
Not looking good for Qien now.
Yeah, those Rocketeers, he needed some flak really early on. Even a flak cannon.
Yeah, Barracks goes down too, so no flak cannon's gonna come out, and War Factory is cancelled.
Yeah. Down goes that ref, and look at the targeting here from Marsh. Refinery is absolutely the right thing to go for.
Oh, I lost, he says.
in all chat.
Yeah, he did lose. He overcommitted there on the top side, pushed in a little too far, paid the price.
Nice, trying to fight down towards the bottom here. Ludo and Turbo. Looks like Turbo does have the right number of rhinos here. Ludo overcommitting maybe just slightly.
Yeah, Marsh Paradrop might take out his War Factory though. He needs to be careful. He does have a second one, but either way, with Qien down, it's going to be pretty tough for Turbo to bring this back home.
Yeah, I think Marsh is going to go straight for Turbo. Yep, there you go. Ignore him completely. But I think Turbo did win that fight against Ludo though. That is to be said. I may sound a little bit biased because Turbo is literally the other half that's organizing this entire thing with me. But the guy is a beast, man. People don't know him because he prefers 2v2s than 1v1s. He doesn't play QM, but he's a really good player. It's you can only do so much when your teammate lost. And this looks like a first point here to Team Miyako. Sorry.
Miyako, what does that stand for?
I believe Ludo was listening to a song on Spotify and he was like, oh, that sounds like a good name. Then he just picked that name as a team name.
Of course. Of course.
Typical Ludo.
Alright, so Team Miyako takes this game 1. So now I'm kind of excited to see what Qien and Turbo's pick is going to be. Like, where do they feel comfortable in the 2v2 world? What map makes them feel at home, you know?
Yeah.
Because obviously we don't see these players 2v2. Turbo is kind of, like I said, in the shadows. Qien is more of a 1v1 player and blitz player, I guess you can say.
Yeah. Sander, the thing is, I want to keep pairing you, but you two aren't fucking available, man. You're out on holiday, Chris is working, etc, etc. Alright. Let's go divide and conquer. What are the teams here? Marsh on bottom right. Got Turbo top right. It's gonna be Qien top left, so top is bottom here.
Top versus bottom. We got Qien this time against Ludo. Last time we had Marsh and Qien facing off, so I wonder if Qien feels a little more comfortable facing off against the Soviet player.
I think he probably
looks like he struggled a little. You think so?
Yeah, maybe he's more comfortable playing a Sov. And this is no shot to Ludo, but I do think Qien's a much better player than Ludo.
Well, I mean, Ludo's mining fucking ore right now, so
yeah.
confirmed.
Yeah, I was literally on that. I want to see how Turbo goes up against Marsh though. Marsh has come back recently. He's been on fire. So see if he can keep up with Marsh Turbo. He might struggle a little bit here.
I like this positioning fight Turbo's War Factory placement here. He's a little more aggressive, a little more down in your face. Like you're almost panicked already as an allied player. Oh, straight tank, not even a drone. You're on your own, Qien. I'm not droning your teammate. Like he just straight up said, thanks. Marsh communicating, saying rushing me.
Yeah, and Qien did get drone.
Box right away.
What is Zero gonna do?
Early pressure is very good so far. Baits out 2 pillboxes. Keep in mind, this is divide and conquer. There's not a lot of money. There's no oils. You only have a little bit of gems. So all these pillboxes, all this extra money that you're gonna spend really hurts you. Almost as if you actually successfully hit something good.
Yeah. And on 3 miners on allied chrono miners as well.
Qien found himself on the bottom right as well for a second there. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I was wondering, I was trying to find Qien's tanks and they kind of just bypass Ludo. And now both.
Are they committing?
It should be.
Oh, Turbo falling asleep. Turbo falling asleep here. They're not committing to it. Not as a team, at least. Different targets. If they committed to the tanks, they would have cleaned up pretty damn quick.
Yeah, and that's a chemistry again. That's maybe the inexperience of not playing together.
Yeah, but Turbo wasn't just sleeping. He was on the right side, committing to the right push here. He took out a couple tanks and almost takes out a miner. Marsh barely holds on there.
And look at this Ludo. What is he going to counter with? On to Qien. Qien has 2 rhinos. Ludo has 4 and a bunch of corners, including 2 elites on the way.
Yeah, Marsh is very far ahead right now with tanks. He has a lot of grizzlies here. Though easily defendable with the sentry gun. Some of those grizzlies are very weak. Oh, he gets the engineer. Nice. Good repair there. That's going to keep him alive. Well, that was his only War Factory. He doesn't have an MCV.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, look at the top right. Nice battle here. You got Rockets, you got Perez, you got Grizzlies.
This is gonna be tough for Turbo to go in. You can't get close
Brings
to
his
the GIs
miner.
at all.
Yeah, and if he brings in his flak, he's just gonna snipe it off with his Grizzlies. The Rockets are just gonna be doing work there for a second.
Another engineer from Qien to repair another wall factory.
It looks like Turbo and Qien once again go down.
God damn. Maybe this is a representative of what the thing actually is.
Yeah, I gotta say that was as soon as they decided to click on two different things when they grouped up, I think that decided the game there. They
Yeah.
really should have committed together as a team. Either you hit the the MCV, take it out together, or you just go to the tanks together. And yeah, that was unfortunate to see. I kind of wanted to see them take this game just to kind of get the ball rolling in this like
Yeah.
barn burner. Yeah, no, they won't. Here's the thing though, when it comes to 2v2, at least I'm gonna give out a little fucking my mentality on the case here. You can successfully, like Turbo, what he did there was perfectly fine at the very beginning, you know, baiting out a couple pillboxes, not overcommitting with his tanks on the pillboxes, right? He didn't lose any of his tanks, so he just left Marsh and he went to the bottom left. Now that's a very great tactic because you baited some pillboxes from the allied, and at the end of the day, if Marsh by any chance wants to send his Grizzlies to your base, they're so easily defendable with like a sentry gun and one rhino. You know, you can defend like 3 Grizzlies, so it's good to split off. It's just, again, it was just that miscommunication of teamwork, like where they just didn't target the same thing, and then they both just threw away their tanks right there.
Yeah. That
It was really bad to see.
Yeah. I think we saw the same thing there with Qien and Necrons on that first map on first game on So. Albeit they're not a team, they just came together and play, but it's the same thing of not really engaging at the same time. Sort of having different targets and etc. But we're on Dorado now.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a corners game here. Ludo top left, gonna have Qien top right. Qien's teammate Turbo is gonna be bottom left, and then Marsh down on bottom right. And look at his war factory positioning from Turbo again. It's gonna be 0.
I like this. Well, I hope to see everybody 0 except Marsh. I think Marsh could take that 1. It's okay to be going 1 as your allied here. Oh, drone coming in. Drone dies. Nice. Turbo targets it too. It wasn't just luck there. As he rushes, I'll start hitting these miners. Look at the top though. One of the miners gets droned. The Ludo.
Oh, he's gonna lose it.
Forced to build a depot.
Not enough.
Oh wow!
Just about.
Very close. Qien in the back though. He built 2 miners, I believe.
Yeah. Look at Marsh is broke. Marsh is broke. Yep, he's forced to sell the MCV. Turbo putting some really good league pressure. There's a flag there as well. But the league pressure, I think, forced Marsh to build a pillbox, and yeah, I saw him hitting 0 and immediately selling that wall factory. I don't think he wants to.
Yeah, look at the left though. Look at the left.
Oh, nice drone.
Builds a war factory and gets some drones to help support him. He does drone 1 tank. It's gonna force. Oh, gets another tank. It's gonna force Ludo back. And Qien doesn't have any tanks on the board, by the way. He just has a couple drones.
That's amazing.
He doesn't have anything in his base or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm looking down on bottom right here. Turbo actually doing some really decent work onto Marsh. Marsh is
Those
in a
drones
pickle.
are not gonna work anymore. We got Paradrop in the back actually though.
Nice sentry gun.
It's a lot of tanks by Turbo, huh? Marsh is gonna have a hard time defending this bottom side here.
Yeah, Ludo's desperately trying to help Marsh and attacking Turbo to pull him away. But Qien does a really good job at defending, but now it comes to a time where Turbo might need to pull back.
Yeah, he definitely has to here. Those Rocketeers are just gonna chip away at his tanks. Better just bring them back here for a little bit. Get a flak. Meanwhile, look at the top side. Ludo is pushing in. He has a lot of Connies, and Qien finds himself with no tanks still.
And broke.
And broke. That's not good. For overcommitting on your eco, you really... How are you broke? He loses 1 war factory. He has 1 more. Ludo sees it, and he's targeting.
You probably needed to sell a lot earlier there. Turbo.
I hope Turbo sees this. Turbo needs to hurry up with Marsh here. He just needs to go and target that war factory, get the barracks out, and he needs to pull back. I think Turbo might be okay here. No, Ludo's super set up for the long game here.
Yeah,
a lot better than Turbo is.
I don't know whether Turbo's overcommitting here. Maybe he should have pulled back and sort of help his teammate a little bit, like how his teammate helped him. But I'm not. But then again, I say that, but I'm not too sure how Turbo can help his teammate because he only has so little tanks, and now Ludo set up for a long game, like he said, and now he has lots of rhinos, and Turbo maybe targeted the wrong thing there. Should have gone for the War
Turbo
Factory.
actually loses his power and barrack. I mean, and War Factory to that one paradrop that was there since like an hour ago.
He wasn't building anything either.
Ludo and Marsh, take it. This is the closest one we've had though. Goddamn.
Yeah. That play from Qien to build the War Factory down in bottom left and help Turbo was really nice. But maybe just overcommitted on that. I feel like I'm biting on my tongue here, just saying stuff that comes to my mind, but I don't know, man. That was the best chance that Turbo and Qien had to take a game off of Marsh and Ludo. Well, Marsh and Ludo's showing to be a very good team at the moment.
Yeah, for sure. Their teamwork is pretty on point. Qien kind of struggling here. You don't really expect these types of, like, I don't know. His decision making is not that great right now. I don't know what he was trying to do, what he was thinking. It's a corners game. You're going 2 miners, and then on top of those 2 miners, you're building no tanks, and then like, what are you doing? You know?
The scoreline has not been a representative of what the games have been. It might be a 3-0, but the games I think have opened up a myriad of possibilities that we might see in the future in terms of Qien and Turbo here. Qien and Turbo here. But
games are very nice.
Yeah, everyone's thinking, like, I know the predictions are currently like 5 or 15% towards Marsh and Ludo, and the other is 75% towards Qien and Turbo. So maybe people are overestimating Qien and Turbo a little bit here, but we'll see. We'll see if they can pull it back and do a reverse sweep. So it looks like
I think Qien just needs to go back to his fundamentals of the game. I don't know if he's just a little confused, trying different things. It's 2v2, it's a new world for him. But if he just sticks to what he knows, just, you know, be the beast that you are, you know? Do what you have to do. You don't try to do anything extra, like making drones and all that shit for your teammate and stuff. Like, no, just do your thing, dude. You're gonna win, you know? I feel like that's what's going down right now with him. He's not on it. He's not on it.
Yeah.
We need to see him to step it up a little bit.
I don't know if you called that in the lobby chat, but Qien said, also my girl is here, so ha ha ha. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but you know, maybe he's bragging that he has a girlfriend. I don't know. But there's a significant difference in when your significant other is there watching you play.
Yeah, I guess this is what I like to see from Qien though.
Yeah.
Hyper aggressive style. I love to see that from him because he's a super good aggressive player.
There's a drone from Turbo, so going to the Rhino for Ludo. So Ludo can't really help his teammate in this sense because he's gonna keep getting droned.
Yeah, so he does build a depot now. So he did lose a tank either way. Builds a depot, forced to build one. Still one drone lingering around. Sells the depot actually. Uh-oh. He has no money. He's trying to get some cash here. They're both grinding nothing on the gem spot. There's nothing but dirt there now.
Yeah, this
is gonna be super hard for a Marsh to hold.
Yeah, this is where the
Soviets in front of you.
Soviets actually shine early game. Marsh does have a couple of grizzlies though, almost onto that position where I can actually breathe a little bit, but 2 pillboxes right in front. Qien, could he have probably engaged a lot more there? He kind of just hung around and not really engaging or anything. Ooh, War Factory snipe, that's alright, nice.
Very nice snipe there. Gonna keep Ludo behind here for a second. Rocketeers are gonna come support, but he is losing a lot for it. Qien's flak still hanging out.
Oh, nice dodge.
That's a lot of tanks from Turbo, by the way. I think this one's over. That's a lot of tanks.
Yeah, all of a sudden.
Where is he going with them though?
All of a sudden he has a fuck lot of tanks.
Yeah. Goes for good targeting, I guess. He goes for the AFC. I want to bring Marsh down.
Combine. He
that's
does
good.
get a War Factory down.
Yeah, that's it. Marsh is out of the game completely.
Qien just needs to hold against Marsh, because Marsh is going to keep pushing all the way forward. He's out tanking Qien. But what damage can Marsh do? A lot depends on how well Qien can hold. I think Turbo will probably have the better of Ludo here. Because Ludo's going to be broke. Turbo's going to keep coming in with those rhinos. But Qien cannot lose to Marsh in this tank fight.
Yeah, very nice tank fight there. It looks like they exchanged numbers, but no more for Marsh. That's it. That's all he has.
That's all she wrote. So it looks like Yin Yang was a great pick for them.
Yeah, definitely. Something that they can kind of push and rush together in a sense.
And now after they look at this game and they go, oh, this seems to be a good map pick for us. Maybe what kind of maps? They're probably looking maps like Coda's Peak, like Dry Heat, where they can absolutely bring the pressure early game onto the allied player, which is not that he's not good at early game, but allies in general not really great at early game. So maybe that's something that they want to abuse going forward if they want to try to win this.
But this is match point this next game, and it is their pick. So, or I mean, Marsh and Ludo's pick. So yeah, regardless if whatever map they feel comfortable on, it's not on their choice anymore.
Oh, true. Really rockets here there. I mean,
Turbo still had the drone from the beginning.
Yeah, the drone is still there.
Alright, so this is one of those games that we talked about before, right? Like the one that I think somebody mentioned it in general chat, where they're like, alright, there's a lot of games where it's just wasted time, and then we're like, okay, well there's games you can come back from, you know? This is one of those games where it's just a waste of time now, you know?
Yeah.
There's no way that the right side's gonna win this.
And who knows? This Ludo might just pull it out
no
of
way.
bed.
This is one of those like impossible. It's no way. It's 2 versus 1, you know? And they both have MCDs, miners, war factories behind this, you know?
This is where the just quit comes into play.
Yeah,
there you go.
Like 5 minutes ago, they see just quit.
Yeah, I don't know how Ludo got outproduced so hard from Turbo there. It might be just the early game pressure, and maybe Ludo forgot to build. Sure. Can't actually exactly see the build queues. So no clean sweep today.
Not
thankfully.
Today. Yeah, I agree. I think everybody on this game here knows Heck pretty damn well. No excuses on the map or anything. Everybody's played it 1,000 times. They know and are familiar with the turf.
And we have a left versus right here. Much easier game to follow. I think might favor Turbo and Qien here. They can support each other a little bit better, considering his left versus right.
Yeah, top left is actually a really rough spot for an allied player, in my opinion. If Turbo gets that positioning in the center there, like, you know, right in the center there where the ore is, if he gets that positioning, Marsh has like no ore left where he can just, you know, and it's so easy to gain that positioning from the right side. So he needs to be the first one there. That's basically what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Or else it's impossible to mine your own ore.
I think the first spare drop from Marsh will probably go on that ore just to stop who's against him, Turbo, from having any sort of positional advantage on that area. Fucking hell.
He's gonna need it for sure, yeah, because tanks are coming in already.
Yeah, there you go.
Out. And you know Marsh is gonna go miner, which is good. It's ideal. You know, you want to get a miner. Usually you can defend. Oh, unless he's straight up ulting. Imagine.
This is all the refinery, and nothing you can do about it.
I like this here from Turbo. Heads up play. 2 miners split. I mean, 2 tanks split up. Super good.
Oh my god, this Turbo's gameplay is reminding me of you actually. It's like you're so aggressive.
Look at that. He's even killing the ore.
Yeah.
Oh, he killed the miner. He got one. So that miner that he decided to get early on, Marsh, just loses it and puts himself behind for no reason in this case.
Yeah.
It looks like Turbo sold. No. Wait, what's going on? Left side sold.
Yeah,
Ludo sold,
Ludo sold.
and Marsh sold.
I think after they got the AFC and then Ludo made a Barracks on top left and they sold. So Connie's and Guzzi's on top right.
Qien looking really good on the bottom. It's looking in his favor here at the moment.
Ludo's
A
supporting
lot of Connies.
top pretty heavily. But so Qien is kind of in his own world right now. Ludo is supporting his teammate along the top. Warp actually goes down from the
Wow.
Connies though.
Yeah, that was worth that though. God, he did so well controlling that. That could have been a lot worse for Turbo. He puts the sentry gun, like the perfect timing. Then he pushes in with his tanks. Just kind of really played really well there.
Yeah, and now Marsh is coming in on the bottom to support Rocketeers. Turbo, can he make a dent here in Marsh? I think he absolutely can get that War Factory out.
A dent. He's gonna destroy him. He's gonna break him in half here. He's dead. Nothing Marsh can do here with only 2 miners. That early aggression from Turbo really paid off, killing that first miner.
Yeah, that power drop down top right. Turbo gonna have to pull in some miners here. All the dogs will do. RA2GIs. It's all down to Qien to keep up the pressure onto Ludo and not allow Ludo a way back into this game. Yeah, never mind. They're cut out anyway.
Very nice early pressure and aggressive style. I like it. You gotta abuse the early weakness of the allies, right? And that was perfect. He played it so perfectly there. He even split those 2 early rhinos.
2 rhinos, 1 each. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's so good right there because you can kill a split of 1 and 1 grizzly. You win that.
Yeah.
And you can't put a pillbox in 2 places at once. And if you do, end up putting 2 pillboxes, you're putting yourself behind. You're broke.
I think MVP for this entire series for me has been Turbo.
Definitely Turbo.
His early game pressure and like it forces Ludo to make a barracks along the top and commit his attention a lot along the top, which means that Qien had an easier time down towards the bottom. This guy, man.
And by putting that barracks on the top, he made himself sell his MCV so he can spam Connies to help Marsh, because Marsh is dead if he didn't do that. But hey, everybody has their playstyle. Marsh, like I said, he's no dummy when it comes to Soviet rushes. He knows how to defend them pretty well.
Yeah, but maybe
the left versus right, huh?
Yeah, it's gonna be the Soviet team on the left as well. Marsh is gonna have that double power drop here, unlike on Yin Yang. So
yeah.
See how that turns out. So still a match point. Would you think this map is more Miyako sided or more OctoZkiD sided?
Well, honestly, just because of the allied and double para thing, I want to lean toward it's on the right side because their playstyle would mesh well with the para drops and everything. And of course, the camping positions for Marsh, he can easily hold these bridges, you know, like with para drops and stuff. And so far, we've only seen kind of Turbo and Qien successfully win games by like early pressure and rushing, you know?
Yeah.
So if they can't rush this and make something out of it, like I feel like it's going to be on Marsh and Ludo, right? And this is not the ideal map, I guess, in these positions to kind of rush.
Yeah. And yeah, we're seeing that they're kind of prepping for the long game here. Hey, never mind. Qien's going to go 0.
Let's go 0, but Turbo's War Factory not in the best position here. I'm not sure if he knows about it or not, but he could have squeezed that War Factory in between the trees and then the refinery in a better position than what it looks like now, you know? Those little things do matter too, because that little extra time that your miner takes to go around and stuff like that, it takes a toll after a while.
Yeah, look at this.
Ludo going 0, 2 tanks coming in already.
Yeah, Qien as well, he's broke. It's gonna need to micro a little bit more. He's going 0 as well onto Marsh.
Qien in a really good position here.
And so is Ludo.
Yes.
Oh my god.
2 weak tanks, one of them almost popped. Nice sentry gun is gonna help out, but does lose the tank regardless.
Yeah, Qien being hyper aggressive onto Marsh here. Marsh, is he gonna have an easier time here defending that rush against Qien as compared to Turbo? Looks like he does. No tanks on the right side for Qien. He's gonna have to come down to help his teammate probably. Or not. Oh,
yeah,
he is.
I feel like Qien was in a better position if he would have just kind of kept going to like toward Ludo's base.
Yeah.
I think Marsh ended up baiting him into going into his pillboxes, right? If he just kept going toward Ludo would have been distracted. He was fighting in the bottom left. He wouldn't have been dropping sentry guns, and if he did, he would be broke like he is now, you know? These little things that you could do that we can see as clearly as you know, from an eagle eye, of course. You know, where we're not controlling 2-3 things at the same time.
Okay, let's engage. We're down towards the bottom. Turbo getting a bit of some getting back some ground here. Marsh gonna come down and help his teammate. Can I get a War Factory out? Die for it!
He's gonna get it. He's gonna sacrifice. Oh my God!
Oh,
His Connies were not targeting the War Factory.
Yeah.
He was targeting the barracks. He tried to bite off more than he can chew there. If he was sacrificing for the War Factory, might as well commit everything you have there and go for the War Factory. Don't try to split your targets.
If he got in that War Factory shot, that would have been over for the right side of the team here.
Yeah, 100%.
And now they're on the back foot. Qien has a good number of rhinos, but Marsh, I think, does out-tank him. And now Lud0wig, of course, has that War Factory as well. Can they combine here? Are they going to make the same mistake? Marsh comes in along the top. Flag goes down. Across the bridge with some micromanagement there. Qien sold. Turbo still holding on. War Factory from Qien. Does go down. And along the bottom, Lud0wig still pushing in. Qien, no more War Factories left. He needs to save those rhinos and that flag, especially around the back. But Lud0wig making some ground onto Turbo here. He is going to be able to attack and target each individual rhino. Oh my God, those Connies as well.
By Marsh and Lud0wig. I'm sure Turbo's going to watch this game back and be like, God damn it. You know, that he had that right there. It was his game right there. He takes that War Factory, it's done. And it wasn't just like, damn, like my tanks were not strong enough. No, like the problem was that you didn't choose all your army to attack the same target. And that's the sad part where he's gonna be like, damn it, you know?
I think he probably had the rhinos like in a control group, and the Connies weren't in a control group. So the Connies were attacking whatever he can, but
no, the Connies targeted the barracks for some reason. I think he wanted to take the barracks and the War Factory on his way out, but he got neither of them by trying to get it all.
Oh my God, that was one hell of a game. GG's all around.
Yeah, very close games. Well played by both teams.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be I'll bring it up all the way to 3-3, but GG's.
Same here. I honestly was like, I was about to say, God, nice. We got another fucking 3-3.
Barn burner.
Barn burner.